My name is Yimei Lin. I'm a director with PwC Risk Assurance, focusing on internal audit and IT reviews for my day job, and also the treasurer of Ascent New England chapter. But the role that is most important to me and I'm most proud of is I'm the mother of a 3-year-old girl named Leah. And as a second generation of American Chinese, she now speaks both Mandarin and English. So I think before we start the conference, can I ask the room a few questions? So raise your hand if you have already or if you plan to post something on your Facebook about the event today. And post a picture on your Instagram. Or maybe tag Ascent ND or IAG 2017 on your Twitter. Thank you. So I think, can you imagine how much changes that have happened in the past decade? This is a decade of drastic changes, so we call this the decade of great disruptions and changes. So the leadership landscape changed drastically in this era of changes. That's why we are gathered here today to really share and explore what's the next level leadership. So I think before I start to move on to the programming of the conference, I do want to share a personal story of mine. Last year I was here. I was one of the volunteers out of the door working on all of our name badges. And as I took a break from my volunteering work, I saw Mom Chow, the MC of the IAG last year, busy preparing for her opening speech. So I went over and said hi and to give mental support. She was really appreciated. And then she looked into my eyes and said, Yimei, you know what? Next year it's going to be you who is standing here next to the podium and speak to the audience. I was like, wow, how are you so confident in me? I've never imagined myself born and raised in China and have a heavy Chinese accent can run a conference as great as this. But now I'm standing here today. There is a point that Mom was trying to make to me, and I think that point would resonate with all of us. That point is, there is the next level leadership in all of us. Me, and in all of you. Some of those are obvious. Some of those are hidden. Some of those are either to be uncovered. Some of those are harder. So that's why we're here today to really explore how we can really uncover and encourage each and every one of you to move on to the next level of leadership. So I think before we move on to the programming of the conference, a few housekeeping stuff. So each of you should have this in your bag, and it has a detailed agenda.